The man had been lying here for 2 days, but he didn't dare to move because there was a 10,000-meter cliff behind him. If he fell, he would be crushed to pieces. He stuck his fingers into the soil, but the soil was loose and couldn't hold him at all. His body slid uncontrollably towards the edge of the cliff. He had to use his face to brake and barely slowed down his sliding speed. Just then, the phone in his backpack rang. But in his current situation, he might fall off the cliff if he tried to get the phone. So he adjusted his posture very carefully, let his face stick to the soil, and tried to reach his hand into the bag. After some effort, he finally succeeded in getting the phone. But now he realized that he was almost hanging on the edge of the cliff. There were reefs all below. After another 2 hours of mental and physical torture, he was about to collapse. Suddenly, he began to talk to himself. It turned out that he was calculating the time for the waves to hit the rocks. He hoped to increase the possibility of survival by buffering the waves. When the time was right, he let go and jumped up. He successfully fell into the sea, but the sea was not deep enough, and he hit the reef the moment he fell into the water. The huge impact made him fall into a coma. Fortunately, he woke up soon and tried his best to float to the surface, but this was just the beginning of his nightmare. When he climbed to the shore with difficulty, he seemed to be fine except for the wound on his hand. He tried to stand up, but found that he couldn't walk at all. When he came to his senses, he found another wound on his head. At this moment, he remembered that he hadn't answered his wife's call yet, so he quickly took out his mobile phone from his backpack, but the phone was seriously soaked with water. No matter what he did, he couldn't turn it on, which made him very desperate.